and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Emmanuel Kadosh here with ILTV's Morning Briefing. 2 terrorists have been sentenced to 18 years imprisonment after committing attacks in Jerusalem in the fall of 2015. 19-year-old Subi Khalif admitted and has been convicted of attempted murder after he stabbed and wounded 2 Israelis last year in Jerusalem. Another plea deal was reached with the state attorney's office for Abed Dawait, who is the main defendant for the rock-throwing attack that killed Alexander Levlovich on Rosh Hashanah Eve last year. According to the indictment, the defendants believe the attack was in, quote, retaliation and in solidarity following Temple Mount clashes. Israel's employment rate for October dropped to an all-time low of 4.5%, down from 5% in September, according to the Central Bureau of Statistics. The data indicates that the level of employment for Israelis aged 15 and up in the workforce remains unchanged at 61.2%. Further improvement in the employment figures were noted in the number of Israelis usually working full-time, which is 35 hours per week or more. That figure rose 9% from September 2016. The number of employees usually working part-time or less than 35 hours per week declined 0.3% in October. The Central Bureau of Statistics unemployment figures have been subjected to substantial criticism since its formulas do not include wider definitions of employment and unemployment. For example, the unemployment rate does not include the number of people who have despaired of finding work or the number of people working part-time unwillingly. The U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum is urging all Americans to confront racist thinking and divisive hateful speech following Donald Trump's election. The museum expressed alarm on Monday over hateful speech that was featured at a white nationalist meeting over the weekend. The National Policy Institute, a think tank that is part of the alt-right movement that includes neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and anti-Semites, held a gathering at the federally owned Ronald Reagan building on Saturday. The Holocaust Museum staff said they were deeply alarmed at the hateful rhetoric on open display at the conference, comparing some of Spencer's remarks to those of Nazi leaders Adolf Hitler. The alt-right movement drew media coverage during the U.S. president election, and President-elect Donald Trump has drawn criticism for naming Steve Bannon, former head of website linked to the alt-right, as his chief White House strategist. A poem handwritten by Anne Frank is set to be sold at an auction tomorrow. The 8-line poem, written by the teenage Holocaust diarist, is expected to sell for more than the minimum bid of $32,000. Written in Dutch in black ink on white paper that has been yellowed with age, the poem is dedicated to Cree, the sister of Anne Frank's primary school friend, Jacqueline Van Marsen. The theme of the piece is framed as advice from one girl to another and is dated March 28, 1942, 3 months before the family went into hiding from the Nazis in an Amsterdam attic. At the time, Anne was 12 years old. The poem will be sold by an auction house on Wednesday in the western Dutch town of Haarlem. That's all for now. I'm Emmanuel Kadosh, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.